Hey guys, good Monday practice. You know, we were kind of on and off quickly. I thought we got some good work in. I know you guys will be wondering, you know, it's good to be able to have Matthew out there. You know, he did a good job today. I thought he looked good, but, you know, I don't really have any updates. You know, I think there was a lot of intended information, but there's no updates. We're going to keep it a day and really a week at a time, but it's great to be able to see him out there today, and you know, we'll see how this afternoon goes and more.
Is today his first day of practice? Did he practice on the weekend?
This was his first day of practice.
Originally, we thought was that we would start with individual drills or agent comfortable and doing that.
You know, there's really no, you know, I'm not going to pigeonhole myself into any plans, you know, and so we're just really, you know, seeing how he feels. We're truly taking it a day at a time and a week at a time right now.
So this recovery is actually as important as
You know, I think we're just taking it a day at a time. You know, and I mean that too, because you know, what I'm not going to do is sit here and go back and forth every single day. I don't think that's fair to anybody involved. That's not, you know, it's not accurate with what's going on with the situation either. And so we're trying to, you know, get our hands on it. We're trying to do right by, you know, the player number one in our team. And so, you know, it was good to be able to have him out there again.
how much confidence based on how many players.
Sure.
So based on how many players, how confident.
I think that would be putting the cart way before the horse. I thought he did a good job today, and you know, we had 26 plays of team, and did a really nice job of managing the huddle. I thought he saw the field well. I thought he went where the ball should go, and there's some good competitive work on both sides today.
If you know, was he feeling good yesterday or just this morning?
You'll have to talk to him on that kind of stuff.
So, is it kind of a wait and see approach in terms of how much you?
Yeah, I think what's really happened is when you look at it, you know, there was a lot of things that we had talked about at the beginning, and you know, it's kind of gone a little bit differently than what we had planned. And I think the right thing to do for everybody involved is truly take it a day at a time. I think where I've gotten, you know, myself, I don't even want to say myself, but you know, you set expectations, and it's really like, you know, as we're getting a grasp of this, and you know, he's doing everything in his power, and Reggie and our group are doing everything in their power, and that's where you just take it a day at a time, because it's a very fluid and you know, situation that, you know, demands flexibility as well.
Coach, with this situation, does that impact how you're going to utilize your quarterbacks against the Browns this weekend?
In regards to like if Stetson's going to play or not,
Yes.
yeah, it possibly could. But I think Stetson's done an excellent job. You know, I think he's played really well. He's gotten 8 quarters of football. He's gotten a lot of reps that he wouldn't have otherwise gotten. So this might be a good opportunity to be able to get, you know, Dresser a chance to be able to play, but it possibly could.
Any updates on Alec Jackson?
He's doing great. You know, he's on track, and you know, with him, you know, truly taking that thing a week at a time. But I mean, he is in great shape right now. He's able to be physically active. There's just some restrictions in regard to being able to participate in some of the full team activities. But I couldn't be more impressed with how he's handling this situation. What a great job he's done. You know, taking care of himself. You know, he's added good muscle. He's really gotten. You know, he's taking great care of himself, and I think he's in great physical and mental shape. And we'll look forward to getting him out on the field sooner than later. Look good. You know, we were a little bit limited in regards to, you know, what he could do, but I thought he did a nice job with the, you know, few reps that he was able to get.
There seemed to be, maybe it's just from your standpoint, a palpable sense of excitement. Stafford back running first team reps. Do you feel that?
Where'd you feel that from?
Just watching it, you can hear the other players that just seem like
It's good.
the energy.
Yeah, I think this group brings energy every day. I think that certainly was something, you know, that, you know, guys felt good about, and I think, you know, like what I want to make sure is let's just take it a day at a time. You know, this represents a great opportunity that he wanted to be out there and you know, and do what he did today, and then, you know, we'll see what tomorrow takes.
Is that difficult for you to kind of, you know, keep your excitement level in check?
What I think, you know, I think my job is to make sure you stay steady and even keeled. Number one for Matthew, but for our group, and you know, of course, you want him to feel as good as possible and be able to lead the way. But if you know the circumstances don't allow that, you know, then we have a lot of confidence in Jimmy and Stetson and in our group as a whole. Okay, thanks, guys.